The night of the Spotify x BTS SWIMSIDE event in New York City carried an atmosphere that felt both intimate and monumental at the same time. Inside the venue, anticipation filled the air long before the performance began. A select group of around 1,000 fans, chosen from among the top listeners of BTS on Spotify, gathered with excitement that was almost impossible to contain. Conversations, cheers, and the soft glow of phone screens created a sense of collective anticipation. For many of those present, this was more than just another promotional event. It felt like a rare moment of reconnection between the group and their fans, especially considering how long it had been since BTS had performed together in the United States. When the lights finally dimmed and the stage began to glow with soft blue tones, the room erupted in cheers. The 7 members appeared on stage to thunderous applause, and the energy instantly shifted from anticipation to pure exhilaration. Yet the true emotional core of the evening came from the live performances of 3 new songs, Swim, 2.0, and NORML. Each track revealed a different musical and emotional dimension of BTS, and together they formed a narrative arc that felt both deeply personal and artistically ambitious. The first performance of the night, Swim, set the emotional tone immediately. As the opening instrumental echoed through the venue, the stage transformed visually into something resembling an oceanic landscape. LED screens displayed slowly moving waves, while deep blue and turquoise lighting washed over the stage. The imagery reinforced the concept behind the song, creating the sensation that the performers and audience were submerged together in the same emotional current. Swim unfolded with a gentle yet haunting melody that highlighted the emotional depth of BTS's vocalists. The arrangement combined atmospheric synths with subtle percussion, giving the song a floating quality that matched its title. In the live performance, the members' voices carried a fragile sincerity that resonated strongly with the audience. Each vocal line felt intentional and carefully delivered, allowing the lyrics to breathe and settle into the room. The choreography for Swim emphasized fluidity and continuity, rather than sharp or aggressive movements. The members moved with soft, wave-like motions that mirrored the theme of water. Their transitions across the stage felt almost effortless, as if they were gliding rather than walking. The choreography was designed not only to accompany the music, but also to visually embody the emotional narrative of the song. As the chorus arrived, the entire room seemed to lean into the moment together. The harmonies between the members expanded the emotional intensity, creating a layered sound that filled the space. Fans raised their light sticks and phones, but many simply stood still, absorbing the atmosphere. In that moment, the performance of Swim felt less like a typical pop performance and more like a shared emotional experience between artists and audience. Midway through the song, the rap sections introduced a shift in texture. The rhythm became slightly more grounded, allowing the rappers to deliver their verses with controlled intensity. Their voices contrasted with the softness of the vocals, adding depth to the composition. The interplay between rap and singing created a dynamic structure that kept the performance engaging from start to finish. When Swim concluded, the audience erupted into applause that echoed through the venue. Yet before the emotional energy had time to settle, the stage lighting shifted dramatically. Neon colors flickered across the screens, and the opening beat of the next track signaled a completely different atmosphere. The second performance, 2.0, immediately introduced a surge of energy. Where Swim was reflective and fluid, 2.0 was bold, modern, and electrifying. The production leaned heavily into electronic and hip-hop elements, creating a rhythm that pulsed through the venue. The audience responded instantly, clapping and cheering as the members launched into the choreography. 2.0 carried a theme of transformation and evolution. The song's title suggested renewal, a kind of rebirth that resonated strongly with BTS's current era. In the live performance, this concept was reinforced visually through dynamic lighting and digital graphics that flashed across the LED screens. Geometric shapes, shifting colors, and fast-paced animations gave the stage a futuristic feel, perfectly matching the track's high-energy sound. The choreography for 2.0 was sharp and precise, emphasizing synchronization between the members. Every movement felt deliberate and powerful. quick footwork, coordinated arm patterns, and dramatic formation changes demonstrated the group's signature performance discipline. Even in an intimate venue, the choreography retained the scale and impact typically associated with stadium shows. One of the most memorable aspects of the performance was the interaction between the members and the audience. During certain parts of the song, the members gestured toward the crowd, encouraging fans to sing along or clap to the beat. The energy in the room quickly became electric. What had begun as a carefully staged performance gradually evolved into a collective celebration. The rap segments of 2.0 became particularly powerful in the live setting. Delivered with confidence and intensity, the verses brought a raw edge to the performance. The rhythm allowed the rappers to play with pacing and emphasis, creating moments that felt both spontaneous and commanding. Each verse was met with cheers from the audience, amplifying the sense of connection between performer and listener. As the song approached its final chorus, the lighting intensified, flashing in rhythm with the beat. The members moved across the stage with remarkable energy, clearly feeding off the enthusiasm of the crowd. By the time the final note of 2.0 faded, the venue was filled with thunderous applause. After such a powerful performance, the atmosphere shifted once again for the third song, NORML. The stage lighting softened, transitioning to warm hues of purple and gold. The change in visual tone signaled a move towards something more introspective. NORML presented a different emotional perspective compared with the previous songs. The track blended contemporary pop elements with a reflective lyrical theme that explored identity, change, and the search for meaning. In the live setting, the performance carried a sense of sincerity that resonated strongly with the audience. The arrangement of NORML placed significant emphasis on vocal expression. The melody allowed each member to showcase their unique vocal tone, while layered harmonies created a rich and immersive sound. In several moments, the stage choreography paused entirely, allowing the singers to stand still and deliver their lines with full emotional focus. These quieter moments became some of the most powerful parts of the performance. The audience listened attentively, many fans softly singing along. The connection between the artists and the crowd felt especially strong during the chorus, when the voices of the audience blended with those on stage. Visually, the performance of NORML emphasized simplicity and elegance. Instead of complex choreography, the members relied on subtle gestures and expressive body language. At one point, they stood together in a single line across the stage, illuminated by soft backlighting that created a striking silhouette. The visual composition of that moment felt almost cinematic, reinforcing the emotional message of the song. As the final chorus approached, the arrangement gradually built in intensity. Additional harmonies and instrumental layers enriched the sound, giving the ending a sense of emotional resolution. When the last note faded, the audience responded with an outpouring of applause and cheers that seemed to linger in the air. Taken together, the performances of SWIM 2.0 and NORML revealed the remarkable artistic range of BTS. Each song carried its own identity, from the atmospheric emotional depth of SWIM to the electrifying transformation narrative of 2.0, and finally the introspective sincerity of NORML. The contrast between these tracks demonstrated how BTS continues to evolve musically while maintaining the emotional authenticity that has always defined their work. For the fans present at the Spotify x BTS SWIMSIDE event, witnessing these songs performed live was an unforgettable experience. The combination of powerful vocals, intricate choreography, and genuine emotional expression transformed the evening into something far more meaningful than a simple promotional showcase. It became a celebration of music, connection, and the enduring bond between BTS and their global audience.